We're here at Pulaski County Gym. Thanks, folks, for tuning in to Maroon Sports Network, as tonight's going to be a barn burner of a classic between rivals of Somerset Briar Jumpers against Pulaski County Maroons. But before we get to all that, big news that across the bluegrass right here in Pulaski County is the Pulaski County High School Cheerleaders came away from competition in Orlando, Florida as national champions, and I'm here with 4 seniors and Coach Cook and Coach Fry, and I want to talk to you ladies because first, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I want to talk about, as our listeners here are watching here tonight, it takes a village. And coaches, to get to Orlando, Florida, it was almost a daunting task. The weather was hitting. It almost looked like transportation was taken away. Can you talk to us about that, how perseverance really had to come through on that?
Sure. Well, you have to qualify to go to nationals. So that was in Lexington in November, and they didn't get a bid. First time ever since I've been coaching, year 10, and we didn't get a bid.
Wow, I did not
so we were able to do a virtual bid in December, and they got first out of 10 or 12 teams. So we had the highest score with that. So that gets us there. But yeah, that whole snowstorm, ice storm hit. We did not have transportation to the airport. I went and rented a 15-passenger van, and coaches drove, and we had to go past the physical and all kinds of stuff to get there, but we were there. That's all that matters.
So we get to Orlando, Florida, and I've seen videos. I got to live vicariously through social media and all the videos that were posted. You get to Orlando, Florida, everybody's there. Now, ladies and coaches, talk to me about what that's like. You've been there before, obviously, but you're there, you're getting ready to compete. What's going through your mind at that point? What's the process like? Are you trying to go to your happy place? What's that all about right there when you're there getting ready to start? Anybody can take that. Elise.
Well, usually we get to practice a lot, like when we're down there, but it was pretty cold outside, so we didn't really get to practice a whole lot, but we made sure that we had time for that and that we just had each other there, and we did as many reps as we could. And, nerves were setting in, but that didn't let us stop us because, we didn't have a bid, but we made everything work that we could.
So before you did your routine, how many teams were in your spots that you were competing with?
We had 76 in our division. We started with 76.
Okay, I, like many, Coach Fry, watched online. I got to see the video posts. I got to see your routine, and I don't know about it, but to me it's amazing, and I'm biased, and I want you all to win. It looked awesome. So now after you've competed, you lay the chips out as they may. What's going through your mind at that point after you've just done your routine?
Well, we made a decision before we had competed, and we had one group, and we just wanted to hit. We wanted to hit. We wanted to walk off the mat with no doubts, no regrets, no nothing. So we hit, and that was the best feeling that we could have ever had. And our coaches were telling us, they were like, no matter what happens, the sun's going to come up tomorrow, and we're going to love you guys the same. And winning was just the cherry on top.
So then the big announcement came, national champions. All that hard work, blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice, practices. There's no off season for you guys. I know. I see you. I see you here in the summer. I see you here in the spring. I see you here in the fall. I see you here in the winter. It's a full-time thing. It's a full-time commitment. But you get that. 4 seniors right here. All 4 of you seniors, can you speak on this? After you've done this, what does that mean to you at this point?
It means everything in the world. I feel like our whole cheerleading careers has built up to this point, our senior year, and we won nationals. And we were sitting there at awards, and they were about to call second place, and we were just saying, we'll love you guys no matter what. We'll love you guys no matter what happens, no matter who's second, no matter who's first. And then they called second place, and it wasn't us, and it was just all our emotions came out at once. It came out in like a scream, cry, wail kind of thing. All our frustration just came out. And it was really an amazing feeling.
Okay.
Well, when they called second place, I looked at Brooklyn, and I was just like, this is actually happening. And I just cried, and when we stood up, all the girls were just cheering, and it was just an amazing, wholesome moment.
Elise.
It almost felt like it didn't feel like it was really possible after everything we had been through, but hitting was one thing, but then after figuring out that we maybe even had a chance, it was like, oh my God, we could maybe do this. And then I just remember looking down, and they called second place, and I was like, oh my God. It all paid off, every single bit of it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I knew no matter what that nothing would take away the feeling of hitting the routine and running off the mat with smiles and everything. It was the best feeling in the world. But when they called our name for first place, it was the best thing in the world. It was literally the cherry on top, and it was great.
Coaches.
It was. I'm going to feed off a lot of that part. Of course, I talked about our struggles that we had. So we adopted the little saying back in December when we won the virtual that said, the comeback's greater than the setback. And they hit when it mattered. That's the Super Bowl to cheerleading teams, is going to nationals, and to win is just amazing. But they hit when it mattered. Didn't matter how many times they got knocked down, they got back up, and that's huge.
Brenna.
Luckily, I've been able to experience it as an athlete and now as a coach. And I've told literally everyone I've talked to that the feeling as a coach, seeing them do literally everything they could and hitting their routine the way I knew that they could. I mean, I cried more this past weekend than I probably ever cried when I won any other important day of my life, because I knew they had it in them, and to see it finally flourish to its full extent, it was beautiful.
So, ladies, in just about 3 months and a few weeks, you're graduating. All right, start to set in here. Not yet, but enjoy it. Still got some time. What are your hopes to now leave behind for the next young ladies that's going to come on to Pulaski County Cheer? Or what's your hopes to leave behind for your school?
Well, I hope that they can see our season and see how we first didn't advance to state and then didn't get a bid at Bluegrass, that you can come back no matter what and to never give up, because I don't think any of us imagined that we would be walking away national champions, and here we are. So I think that they can just use this and build off of it and just hopefully win again.
Well said.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I would say throughout the season we've had a lot of lack of confidence and stuff. So I would say getting that win and hitting at nationals, we can build off that, and a lot of potential for next season.
Right.
Going through with the girls going into the next season, I feel like they should be really confident, and they should know that anything is possible no matter what, because we did have a really rough season, but we overcame because we all stuck together, and all of our setbacks didn't matter in the end because we won.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I agree with everything everyone is saying. I hope that when these girls are seniors and they finally have their chance to lead their team, I just hope that they look back on this season and just fight for their team no matter what, and just keep encouraging them to never give up, because the comeback is always greater than the setback.
I love that. That needs to be on a T-shirt. Let's have that on a T-shirt or a crew. I'm so unbelievably proud for you young ladies and coaches, because I feel like you deserve it. I think you all deserve the best, and I'm so just proud to be a Maroon because of the way you all set the standard and all of this going forward. I know the community's proud. I know the school's proud. Thank you all for taking the time right now and coming to talk to us. And we want to spend some more time with you guys and dig in it before you all graduate. Thanks.
Thank you.
We're here, folks. We're going to count down. We're going to take a commercial break. Stick around. Maroon Sports Network, national champions, Pulaski County Cheerleaders. Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping. It's your one-stop shopping for all of your outdoor home care needs. Call us for sidewalks, driveways, pressure washing, edging, landscaping, and more. Be the envy of all of your neighbors. Call Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping today at 687-7221. That's Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping, 687-7221. Be the envy of all of your neighbors.
When the road ends, the adventure begins, and only the toughest survive. Welcome to the Franklin Truck League. The FTL offers more than just a truck. We deliver legends, built to outperform and designed to impress. So haul it on over to Don Franklin Auto and step into the FTL. Don Franklin.
And folks, we are back. We are live here. Somerset Briar Jumpers coming in, Brendan. What a great interview you just did with the cheerleaders.
Yes.
Amazing. So hopefully we can come back and maybe do a special on them or do some 94 feet with them. but we got to get to the game of the moment, the game of the region, probably the game around the state tonight. I can't imagine a bigger game on a Thursday night happening than this makeup game against Somerset tonight. And Brandon, it has huge implications. So maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, people are starting to file in right now. This has got a Friday night feel, big time atmosphere here in Pulaski County Gym. It's almost like the atmosphere to the regional tournament, and I love it. But it's a rivalry game with all the things on the line, because right now, tonight, RPI-wise, Pulaski County's at a .611. Somerset Briar Jumpers RPI is at a .603. Somerset's 4-1 in the district. Pulaski County's undefeated after they beat Somerset on their court. So you better believe that Coach Young and his squad is looking to try to bounce back. Basically, if Pulaski County can win this one, they're on the driver's seat. The driver's seat is district's right around. I can't believe it, James. We're 2 weeks away from the district tournament to the end of the regular season, and it's all here. And you want to be on that side where you can guarantee yourself a ticket that you can punch into the region tournament, much less win in district.
Exactly. You know, a little bit earlier I was talking to Kenny G, and he's just talking about Rockcastle County's really starting to come on right now. Walker Craig's starting to figure it out. He's starting to pass the ball a whole lot more. Brandon, I didn't realize this, but they beat Southwestern the other night by 26 points.
Yes.
Rock did, so that was a huge win, and that's the third seed team in our district. So they can definitely surprise that number 2 seed. So you mentioned RPI, and Tom might throw it back up on the screen here in just a minute, but we're barely a tenth of a percentage point ahead. So as long as we win the games we're supposed to win, we're going to be fine. I don't know if I really like that RPI now instead of, maybe it's better than just a traditional coin toss, but man, I enjoyed the day when it was tied. You just flipped a coin and boom, here's the seed and go play.
Well, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think really you and I talked when we played Rockcastle County. I felt like Rockcastle's record really didn't do justice on what we could see. They got all the pieces. Just so far early on in season wasn't able to put it together, but now you're starting to see them come alive, which is dangerous. But right now, Coach Fraley and this squad, right before the weather hit, was rolling. You could see everybody is really starting to click and understand their role. But Coach Young beating DCA and carrying the boys of Somerset all the way to the All-A tournament in Owensboro has really got these guys bought in. Both coaches, James, are intense, and they expect a lot out of the defensive side of the ball. I expect we're going to see that here tonight.
Brandon, this seems like it's one of those games that's always, and I know we're going to have all kinds of fans tuning in to watch this, but this is going to be one of those, I really feel like it's going to be a 1 or 2 possession game, and I may be wrong, but almost every time, no matter what the records are, this is the biggest game of the year pretty much for both teams. I feel like it's Somerset at PC is the game of the time. Well, Brandon, let's go ahead and thank a commercial sponsor. 2 minutes, guys, to tip off. Stay tuned.
At Citizens National Bank of Somerset, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. For over a century, our commitment has been simple: to put our customers first every single day. With 10 convenient locations, over 20 ATMs in South Central Kentucky, and a team that knows you by name, we're here to make banking easier, friendlier, and personal. Citizens National Bank, moving forward together because your goals, your dreams, and your community are ours too.
When it comes to building structures that stand the test of time, there's only one name you need to know: Todd Steel Buildings, located in Somerset, Kentucky. At Todd Steel Buildings, we're dedicated to providing top-quality pre-engineered metal buildings to meet all your needs. Our products are American-made, using only the finest materials and cutting-edge technology. Our team of experts design and manufacture each building with care and precision, ensuring that your structure will be durable, efficient, and cost-effective. Whether you're looking for a warehouse, industrial complex, agricultural building, or mini storages, Todd Steel Buildings has you covered. Our buildings are versatile, customizable, and designed to meet your specific requirements. Our customers trust us to deliver high-quality buildings that stand the test of time, and we're proud to say that we've never let them down. So if you want to build with confidence, choose Todd Steel Buildings. Contact us today and see
47th District Style. Tonight's game features the visitors, Somerset Briar Jumpers, and your Pulaski County Maroons. Before tonight's game, we ask everyone, as you already have, to please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Are you ready for some boys basketball action? Now the starting lineups, first of all, for the visiting Somerset Briar Jumpers. Starting at guard, number 15, a 6'2 junior, Josh Lewis. Starting at guard, number 22, a 5'8 sophomore, Barack Stevens. Starting at forward, number 10, a 6'4 senior, Cole Grundy. Starting at guard, number 13, a 6'4 senior, Aiden Absher. And starting at forward, number 33, a 6'5 senior, Jacob Bartley. Head coach, Ryan Young, and assistants, Matt Absher, Noah Young, and Logan Pratt. And now, Maroon Nation, get up and get loud for the starting lineups for your Pulaski County Maroons. Starting at guard, number 3, 5'9 sophomore, Blake Fraley. Starting at forward, number 12, 5'11 junior, Cam Measle. Starting at guard, number 21, a 5'8 junior, Hayden Hargan. Starting at guard, number 25, a 6'2 sophomore, Tanner Asher. And starting at guard, number 1, a 6'1 senior, Ashton Freely. Head coach, John Brady. Assistant, Shannon Bradley, coaching Brady. Chris Fitzgerald, Chris Blankenship, Blake Burton, Chris Andrews. Tonight, Daniel Grigsby, Kyle Meek, and Brad Meek. Let's play basketball.
There it was, a great Jeff Litton and the Chicago Bulls. You ready?
I'm ready. This is a big-time atmosphere, James, and Somerset Briar Jumpers. Ball is going to go to them on the tip. They're wearing the black jerseys with gold trim. Maroons wearing the white jerseys with the maroon script across the chest and logo on the short.
Hey, did you notice that Blake hit it, and he's looking at his hand the whole time right there? If you had any question on who the ball was off of, it was Blake Fraley.
Absher is going to be guarded by Absher. Tanner guarding Aiden right now. Aiden on the right side. Kens it over to 15, Josh Lewis.
Oh, good back
Ball's
tip.
loose, and that is Bartley had
Foul.
it two open.
Measle got fouled.
Cam Measle with the rebound with two hands, and the foul is called.
Little Stevens right there. His older brother, Hunter, was a really good basketball player for Southwestern.
Yeah,
he's got all the athleticism in the world, so
I
imagine him to be like older brother.
Grundy with Somerset's first right here, and there's Grizz walking in with the overalls like he just got off work. Love that.
Because he did.
Hargis
just left it short.
Cam Hargis.
Yeah, Bartley goes up and gets the rebound. 6'5", good size, Brandon. He's thick.
Lewis to Absher to Stevens now on the wing. Back to Bartley. Absher now with the basketball from Stevens. Bartley back to Absher here. Man-to-man for the Maroons. Absher off the screen.
Sort of left him open there, Brendan, on that pick and roll.
Back to Brock Stevens, and Josh Lewis is going to slow it down. Josh Lewis is a Shopwell boy, from my understanding.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ball.
I want to see Measle get double-figure rebounds tonight because he's got his work cut out for him. Somerset's got good size, 6'5", 6'4", 6'3".
Stevens, really good handles for Somerset. Kicks it out to Absher, and he's one you don't want to leave open.
I knew that was trouble immediately that it went.
I apologize. It wasn't Absher. It's Lewis.
Lewis
letting that go.
Lewis almost automatic.
Fraley now. Carson, that is, going to slow it down and run the offense for the Maroons. First possession here. Carson's going to go one-on-one on Grundy. Got him in the air.
And he goes and finishes. Exactly. Carson Fraley posts him up and takes him on a little baby hook.
Love it. Nice move. Good patience right there. Good feet work. Fraley going to guard Stevens. Absher guarded by Tanner Absher. Bartley back to Stevens in the corner, right wing. To the top of the key, that's Lewis. Back to Absher in the corner. He's going to let it go for three. No good. Rebound comes to Blake Fraley. He's off and running in transition. Quickly gets to the right wing, pulls out. Back to Tanner Absher, to Hargis. He's going to let it go for three.
Little hard.
No good. Rebound to Grundy. Here comes Aiden Absher quickly for the jumpers. Stevens now with the ball. Back to Absher, to the top of the key to Grundy, down low. Absher back to Lewis. Stevens in the corner. He's got the three, and it's good.
I just mentioned I thought he was going to be a good three-point shooter based on Hunter Stevens' ability, and sure enough, strokes his first one. So they're going to have to try to limit those threes, Brandon. That was too good looks.
And, at the Briar Patch, Somerset was a little ice-cold. Both teams' defensive effort was off the charts. Somerset just turned the ball over more than usual over there in the December matchup, but these are not the same teams from them. Carson Fraley.
I think you got to do a lot of driving and kicking back out. Mid-range jumper, Measle. Perfect.
Keep him honest. That was a good cut, good look from Carson Fraley as Measle gets on the board for his first points as Coach Young calls out his offense for his team. Stevens has got it. Not got across the timeline yet. And that's 10 seconds.
Wow,
I thought it was coming.
Yeah, you called that. He's got a little bit lazy there with the basketball. Did not consider it an urgency, but you were nailed all over it there.
Turnover right there, and that's one thing to watch here tonight in this competition. Which team can limit their turnovers?
Got our first sub in, Brendan. Number 31 comes in for Somerset.
Number 31, that is Marcus Jones. He was the X factor at the Briar Patch too. He brings a lot of energy. Carson Fraley back to the top to Blake Fraley. He's going to run the offense. He's guarded by Lewis.
Cam's trying to do the pick and roll there. Didn't really work, but
definitely taking their time on this offensive possession. Tanner Absher gets the
roll. Nice pass.
Nice feed to
wow.
Measle.
Tanner just dropped an absolute dime on that pick and roll.
Unselfish basketball.
Yes.
It's so pretty to watch.
4 quick points for Pop goes to Measle. 6-6.
Stevens bringing it up for Somerset. He finds Absher. Absher guarded by Tanner Absher. Comes off the roll, picks up his dribble, back to Josh Lewis. Swings it left side to Stevens. Stevens to the top of the key to Absher. Absher already hit 1-3 here tonight. Gets it to Lewis. Second attempt, no good.
That was a little deeper than most of them there, Brendan, so we'll take that one. But looks like their whole MO's going to be shooting about 25 threes. Look at Fraley.
Carson
wow. Fraley. Carson Penny Hardaway Fraley with the left hand.
Just got Grundy off balance enough to go to the left side, the weak side, and score off the glass. Pretty basketball from the senior.
Ooh.
And we're going to whistle Tanner Absher on Aiden Absher right there.
I thought he almost gifted him that on that crossover. I thought Tanner was down and almost had it ready.
Man, both coaching staffs, man, they're in it. They're just motivators and intense. It's a great game here we got here tonight. Somerset, that black jersey, it's intimidating. And that's Aiden Absher off the glass. So good.
That was a nice move. That was solid and patient and just a good basketball play. 8-8.
Ball game tied here at Pulaski County Gym as we're just getting into this. 2 minutes, 50 seconds right here. Carson to Measle. Back to Blake Fraley. Back to the top of the key to Carson. He's red hot this quarter. Hargis not got on the board
I thought he
yet.
had the baseline there, Brandon. He sort of quit on him. I thought he could have got by Stevens.
Had the one-on-one, decided to pull it out. Both teams being really patient offensively.
Oh, run his own player.
Blake ran into the own screen, and I think that can affect some things here.
What have we got going on?
Blake lost his eyewear.
Okay.
Good recognition by the officials to stop play right there.
Into Fraley loses the lenses.
Yeah. Of course, Blake's playing
I
through
wouldn't
it.
want to run into Carson Fraley.
No. Blake, young man, is battling adversity in his life himself, and Carson here is now going to pull up from behind the arc.
Wow. 7 quick points for Carson Fraley. The senior's putting on an early show.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, when he hits his first attempt beyond the arc.
Look there, Blake almost took it.
And Blake's defense on Stevens picked it up a notch there. Ball goes out of bounds. So they're going to say it's going to stay with the Jumpers.
Tell you what, I'm not used to Carson just standing there knocking down threes. If he can knock down threes, Brandon, that's going to take us to a different level.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what he was doing in his first couple of years of starting, too. He was an X factor. Absher now for the Jumpers. Looking down low for Grundy. He's going to be guarded by Measle. Absher makes his move, and he's got the spin, and they're going to call it on Tanner.
That's going to be a second foul, and he's not even into the game yet, Brandon. I don't think Tanner's shot a shot yet, right?
No. He had a really nice offensive possession where he gave it up, and now the man may have to sit.
Well, that was sort of a careless foul because I'll give those fadeaway 15-footers up all day long.
Looks like Coach Fraley's trying to work on the eyewear for Blake there. Pause for a second. Looks like they've got it worked out here. Coaches and Zach Anderson off the bench to help. First attempt by Absher was good.
Swish Nish Patel in the game.
There you go. Number 15, Swish Nish Patel into the game for the Maroons. Jumpers have substituted number 3. That's Maddox Cup.
Former Maddox Cup. Maddox was our player, right?
Yep, he played with the Maroons. Had him in class. Outstanding young man.
What grade's he in?
He is now a junior.
Okay.
I believe Maddox Cup is. We're in the black and gold tonight. Carson Fraley now has it. Back to Blake Fraley. He's going to let it go from behind the arc. Rims out.
Oh, Carson went and got it. Grown man
puts
rebound. Yes, sir. 9 points for Carson.
Man, he's coming to ball tonight, man. Brings out all the stars.
Brandon, he got his tape job done earlier today, and him and I just locked eyes, didn't really say a word, and it was just like I felt like he was on. If that makes sense. Eye of the tiger, like you didn't need to say anything.
Cup now swings it to the top of the key to Josh Lewis. He runs into Blake Fraley. They're going to call it on the floor, and right now already the Maroons have found themselves into foul territory.
I think one
in
of the best things you could do is probably go full speed, lower your shoulder into somebody, and just jump backwards and fall. I think that'd be.
If that would have been the JV game tonight, you wouldn't have had any luck with it, man. There's no calls going. That's Cole Grundy off the basket.
That was actually a great inbounds play right there by Somerset. That
rolled
was really
off
nice.
the curl and scored.
13-12. What a great first quarter so far.
Maroons with the 1-point advantage early on, but it can go either way right now. It's a coin toss. Carson Fraley now had himself quite the first quarter here. Blake Fraley in the corner, back to Hargis. Hargis swings it to Patel. To Fraley. Fraley looking down to Measle. Swings it across court to Blake. Fraley. Patel. The ball has not hit the floor too much. Carson fought about it.
Oh, yes.
Passes
Good
it
pump.
to Blake for in the corner. Wide open for
Dang
three.
it. Look at Measle almost got it.
That's Cup with it for the Jumpers. He's off and running.
They'll take one shot here. Nope, they're running forward. No more offense.
13-12. It's number 15, Josh Lewis now going to slow it down. He's going to be guarded by Nish. Lewis now is going to run the offensive
I thought
set.
Nish was going to get that crossover.
Cup's going to come out to get it. Swings it to Absher. Absher's going to be the one who's probably going to shoot
get it, Measle, yes.
Broken apart by Measle and turns it over as Grundy spins and shoots. Had a good look at it. And they call the foul on Patel at the buzzer.
We'll keep it here for 2 free throws.
And Josh Lewis. Big heads-up play by the Jumpers there.
Brandon, I like the effort. It was there. I think Measle probably should have held the ball once he got it because we turned it right back over, but just a missed out assignment on a wild shot there at the end of the sequence is bad luck, really. But we may lose the first quarter here, so it depends on these free throws.
First attempt. It's good.
13-13, so imagine if that was the fourth quarter instead of the first quarter.
Wow. Second attempt here is up.
And out. All right, tie game. All right, let's thank our sponsors and we'll be right back for the start of the second.
ProTint is the leading window service provider with over 18 years of experience. They offer not only automotive window tinting, but residential and commercial as well. Window tinting services are proven to enhance your safety, privacy, and comfort while adding beauty to your vehicle, home, or residential buildings. ProTint has over 355 reviews and a 5-star rating. Visit today at 52 Jackson Road or call Josh Bullock at 606-875-1681 to schedule an appointment. ProTint is truly the best in the business.
We are back at Pulaski County Gym as we get ready to start the second quarter in tonight's competition. District matchup between the rivals of the Jumpers of Somerset and the Maroons of Pulaski County. But before we get to all that, our special guest here in the booth right now is 12th Region Sports Extraordinaire, Kenny G. Kenny G, thanks for joining us. How are you doing, man?
I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old and slow.
Listen, I gotta pick your brain on the Kenny's thoughts. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it, and so we'll discuss all things.
Yeah, man, dude, I just sitting there at home, and I know I entertain a lot of people, and a lot of people watch my stuff just randomly. So I just have random Kenny's thoughts.
I like the random Kenny's thoughts. Big fan. And tonight here, Kenny, we've got us a barn burner, and this atmosphere is tricking me to thinking it's the first round of the 12th Region Tournament.
Yeah, it's a great game. Two teams that are, before the snow, Somerset was probably the hottest team in the region. But Pulaski's so well coached. They're going to play solid. On paper, you would think, man, Somerset's probably the better team, but Pulaski they just do their thing, and all their role players step up big. And Carson Fraley plays big when he has to.
Absher right there is one. He didn't have the best outing this earlier on this season in December in the Briar Patch, but, man, he is a dude you do not want to leave open as they are blessed with shooters here. And there's Bartley down low one-on-one on Hargis. You got to think that's going to match up. Grundy with the shot, no good. Yeah, rebound's going to come off of the Maroons, going to stay with the Jumpers.
Bartley's got to take that shot there. You got the mismatch, and he kicks it for – still a good look, but not as a good look. It should have been, but
Coach Young and Coach Fraley intense. These guys demand a lot on the defensive side of the ball, and there's Grundy picking it up and putting it in. Lead comes back to the Jumpers.
And both these teams are going to play a slower pace right now. It's been a slow-paced game so far. They're going to be efficient. They're going to look for the right shots, not try to force anything ugly. When the shot clock comes in, it's going to be a lot different.
Yeah, very patient with the basketball. Nish Patel had the best look he could have tonight. Can't get it to fall in the corner. Maddox Cup's going to walk it up here, gets it to Absher. He's going to be guarded by Hargis.
I noticed Somerset, a lot of their players are wearing different numbers tonight. I guess it's the new jerseys, the black.
I'm a fan of the black jersey.
Yes, I like them a lot.
I like the road black jersey. There's something about it.
It was confusing me on their numbers because everybody's a different number. I'm like,
looks like he heard you. Bartley puts it on the floor, power dribble off the glass and in with a nice post move. 17-13 Jumpers.
Not too many people are going to be able to guard him physically down there. It's not that he's super skilled. He's just strong and he's wide. He's going to cause issues.
Measle with the mid-range. Can't get it. Bartley battling with his own player, Grundy, as Grundy comes away with the rebound, and here comes the Jumpers, ready to extend their lead.
I think Pulaski Carson needs to get a shot here on their next possession.
Stevens thought about the three. Backs it up to Grundy. Cup's going to go right. Won't come off the screen. Back to Stevens. Back to Cup. Cup guarded by Blake Fraley. Again, like you said, patience with the basketball on the offensive side right here. I think in that matchup in December, more turnovers than usual from the Jumpers. And that was Grundy. Look, thought he got fouled as ball comes off the backboard. Fraley's got it with the Maroons. Fraley's going to now be called for steps.
And I don't mind Carson trying to do a little extra there. But, Somerset scored two baskets. Yep. Pulaski's not playing great on offense so far to start the second quarter. Trying to push the issue there. You got somewhat of a fast break, but you're going to have those turnovers from time to time.
Maroons on a cold skid here. Hopefully not taking after the weather we've had. Kenny, how you survived the winter storm?
Oh,
man.
yeah. I spent about $1,200 getting ready for it and didn't use any of it.
Hey, better to have it than not need it.
Yeah, I guess in years past, I've been broke in those situations. So it's a lot worse. But, yeah, I mean, there for a while we thought it was going to get really bad, and everything worked out really well. And now the ice is still on the ground in most places.
Yeah, it is. And
hopefully it'll warm up by Monday, Tuesday, and we'll start to get rid of it.
Get back in our routines here as we're got the Super Bowl this weekend.
Nobody's going to watch it.
Not a fan of both teams, huh?
No.
I couldn't tell you anything about him. There's Stevens with a wide open lane to the basket, and he scores. Defense fell apart there by the Maroons.
This is a big game. I mean, technically Pulaski has the one right now, and if the Somerset wins, it creates a tie, which a tie goes to the RPI. If Somerset beats Pulaski, there's a good chance they jump them in the RPI, which means Somerset would be the one.
Wow.
And then the two would play Rockcastle, who, don't get me wrong, they're 0-4 in the district against these two teams, but they're starting to play really good.
I was going to say Rockcastle's record does not do justice on how. There's Hargis. Thought he got met with some contact, throws it up, no good. And again, the cold spell offensively. Maroons have yet to score here in this quarter.
I'm bad luck.
No.
But they're just not. They're not playing Pulaski basketball right now. You notice it's like two forces, and that, if it's not there, reset, kick it out, do something.
It is
I got to watch you guys the other night, and Pulaski was playing rock, and they were backdooring cuts and stuff. I'm not seeing them backdoor anything tonight yet.
There was a one-on-one ISO shot from Absher. Had a pretty good look at it, misses it. Rebound comes to the Maroons. Easton Anderson into the game, freshman, with the ball.
Hey, I've heard a lot of good things. I heard he's going to be a pretty good ball player.
Definitely got it in him, just like his dad. Very good handles, good patience. Got to watch him in JV action here tonight before Blake Fraley. Now he's going to run the offense. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. It's been a quick half of basketball. Carson Fraley.
3 minutes ago in the second quarter.
Fraley now with it.
They're in a 2-3 zone, Somerset is, which
Hargis
daring Pulaski to shoot the ball.
Easton Anderson with the wide open look at
That's
three and
shot.
gets it to hit. Freshman stepping in, and Coach Young says, let's talk about it.
I tell you, a young man's been doing.
Go
ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to stay right here, but yeah, go ahead.
A young man that's been doing a really good job defensively when he was in the game is Tanner's Absher.
Yep.
I was very impressed on his guarding on Aiden Absher, and really making it difficult for him a little bit, and then for as a young kid, he's playing big.
And for you to mention that, yeah, there you go. There is something that kind of changed the game. He goes to the bench with 2 fouls, and we've not seen him, and that's a difference maker for sure.
And the way he's playing defense, and listen, Aiden's a tough guard. He's one of the toughest people to guard in the region.
Yeah.
And you're going to pick up fouls on him. You're going to pick up fouls guarding him that way. If you stay close to him, or you get hands, or you try to get physical with him, he's going to draw fouls.
The energy man, number 31, that is Marcus. I'm trying to get his last name. Marcus Jones.
Another young player that Somerset's developing and going to be all right.
Yeah, he was a difference maker at the Briar Patch on several plays, and there he is with a wide open lane, trying to find Lewis in the corner to Stevens with the quick pass. Lets it go, and it's good.
Somerset shot really well from the three, from what I could tell. I mean, in the DCA game, I think Brock hit 4 threes in the first quarter in All A. When you're making those shots, that's huge.
Hargis now to Fraley.
Still ain't seen Carson get a shot up in a long time.
No. He started out red hot in that first quarter, got 9 points. And there you go. You call it. He's making 11 for Carson Fraley.
Everybody does well in Pulaski, and they do their roles and stuff, but Carson's got to play good.
Oh, yeah. And he's that point forward Magic Johnson type player right now. We could blend him anywhere, and now they're going to call that moving screen on Marcus Jones. Ball's turned over back to the Maroons.
Young kids, making just not trying to do it on purpose, but just making plays that they get better at as they more experience and they learn and they grow.
Well-coached basketball in the 12th region here. You got to see everybody play, Kenny, right now, like in the driver's seat. And it's still early. Who do you like up there at that top notch, man?
That's a bad pass.
That's terrible.
Man, I tell you what, it's hard not to go with DCA right now, just because they got so many weapons, but they're very beatable. It's wide open. I'll be honest with you, this is the first time since I've been doing this that I look at you and say, I don't know.
Wow. Wayne
don't know.
County's going to be in here Monday night. They've turned it on. The Cardinals have been playing some really good basketball, and ball's going to stay with the Maroons.
Kendall Phillips is a special player too.
He is.
You know, and of course Seth's having a great year over there, and Ryder Bell, which I think Ryder Bell's been hurt, but Cooper Gehring, they've got a lot of. And I'll say it over. The Parmalee has done a great job over there, filling a Legends shoes. It's not easy.
No, it's not. No, absolutely. When there's Easton Anderson lost the handle, ball's on the floor, gets it to Carson Fraley, finds a wide open Measle who can't get it to laid in. And you could just feel the tension in the crowd right here with every shot for the Maroons.
Well, I would say they're even now because Bartley missed a wide open one too. So they're 1 for 1. But no, you got to make that shot. And sometimes the easiest ones are the hardest ones.
Yeah.
Versus Brock again.
Stevens red hot already here. Ball comes to Measle. He's rebounded the ball excellent this year for the Maroons.
I tell you what, he does a lot more than people realize. He's an undersized center, but he's trying to play that role of Zach Anderson. And, I mean, he hustles. He works hard. So people that watch the games notice it.
Of course.
Now, coaches get frustrated with them sometimes, those type of players, because they work hard and they make mistakes, but they work hard.
I want you to play like you're 7 foot, man.
I mean, he missed the layup. Then he don't pout. He don't whine. He gets down here. He gets a rebound and draws a foul.
So now we're down to 32 seconds left as Carson Fraley goes to work, and he goes up. The foul's either going to be on, let's see, Absher or Bartley.
Bartley did a good job of contesting it straight up, but Carson did a real good job of getting into him and creating the contact.
Both teams defensively here tonight has not made anything easy here, and Carson Fraley's first attempt on the free throw line's good.
How many points does he have? He's got 12 in the first half. So
12 out of the 19 points offensively for the Maroons. I was going to say make it 13, but nope.
Hey, Somerset's brought the pep section tonight.
Yes, they have. They always do. I think you mentioned that earlier this year on your shows about what has happened to the student pep section, what's the difference, and that's something we could spend a lot of time talking about sometime. It is a difference.
As long as they keep it good and clean and fun, it creates a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's just not the same as it used to be.
No, it used to matter. And they're going to call Easton for the reach from behind, which you see players do.
It doesn't hurt them, because they're not in the bonus, so now they got a
quick shot here.
A catch and shoot. It's not. I mean, you can catch and shoot.
Might want to play up. Yeah, I was going to say, Coach Frey was saying play up. No room. Absher with the quick shot.
Not a bad look. I don't know if they would have counted it or not, but it wasn't a bad look. So
it's halftime. It's 22-19. Jumpers with the early advantage, and folks, we will be right back here at Maroon Sports Network.
Sorry.
If you're looking for your next fundraiser, school merch, custom embroidery, or screen printing, choose Magic Monograms. Magic Monograms can customize hats, blankets, backpacks, and shirts for your business, fundraiser, or next event. Contact Magic Monograms today at 606-679-3535 or visit them at 110 Creek Terrace behind Cabana in Somerset.
Looking for quality printing and custom signs? Somerset Printing and Signs has got you covered. Family owned and operated right here in Somerset, Kentucky since 1978. We take pride in bringing your ideas to life. From business cards to banners and everything in between, our expert team is here to provide you with the highest quality products and services. They always deliver on time and exceed expectations. Visit us at 1021 West Columbia Street or give us a call at 606-679-5217. Somerset Printing and Signs, where your vision becomes reality. Support local. Choose Somerset Printing and Signs.
At this time, I'm proud to announce to you the 2026 Small Varsity Division II national champions, your Pulaski County Cheerleaders. Yes, give them a big round of applause. Out of 76 teams, these girls came out number 1. The team will walk out under center court, and I'll introduce you to them individually at this time. Freshmen, we'll let them get out there, and then we'll tell you who's who. Starting with our freshmen, Peyton Boots, Tippy Bumbalo, Ashlyn Garber, Elizabeth Hatton, Hadley Higgins, Bristol Jobis, Haley Randall, Brindley Zimmerman. Give it up for those freshmen. Great job. Sophomores, Shelby DeBoard, Clara Denny, Emma Martin, and Emily Nelson. Your juniors, Abby Gramling and Bailey Hughes. And your seniors who've been through a lot, and they get to go out as national champions. Elise Gillum, Ava Lawson, Brooklyn Knuckles, and Brooklyn Sandland. Give it up for these young athletes one more time. Also, a great coaching staff, Jeremy Taylor, Jayla Taylor, Jason Keogh, Brenna Richardson, and right beside me, head coach, Aslan Fry. Let me just say this. This team, I want to call them unofficially the Unquittables, because they never quit, even when times were hard and they didn't know what was going to happen. They went to Orlando, and I asked them to bring the White Jackets back, and they did. Give it up again for your Pulaski County Cheerleaders. Thank you, coaches.
With years of experience, a comprehensive list of homes and commercial properties, and a passion for exceeding people's specific needs, Eagle Realty and Development LLC is a team you can rely on for buying, selling, or leasing in the Lake Cumberland area.
Having the agents at Eagle help us through the initial steps, walking through the process, and knowing that we've got professional experience to get us through the end of the process has been great.
Eagle Realty provided excellent care for my practice and my needs. They are very flexible and very professional, and I've enjoyed working with every one of them.
Choose Eagle Realty and Development for all your real estate needs. Visit us online or contact us today.
Looking for a taste of home? Look no further than Ruckles in Eubank, Kentucky. With all-you-can-eat specials throughout the week and a tempting array of vegetarian dishes, Ruckles has something for every palate. From classic comfort foods to exciting culinary creations, Ruckles is where memories are made over delicious meals. So come visit us today at 192 KY 70 in Eubank, Kentucky. We're open during the week till 9 p.m. Ruckles, where every bite feels like coming home. Call us now for any of your catering needs at 606-379-6400. Ruckles.
We're back at Pulaski County Gym where it's halftime for tonight's district competition. The Briar Jumpers have the early lead, and before we get to the third quarter of action, Kenny G from 12th Region Sports is kind enough to join us here live. And Kenny, we were talking all things 12th Region Sports. We got to mention DCA. We mentioned Wayne County playing really, really well at this right time. We mentioned Rockcastle. We mentioned Somerset and PC. Wanted to pick your brain on another team who's completely different than they were in the fall when the time we started and starting to peak as well. But West Jessamine, what have you seen from them?
Well, so West is pretty solid. They got Luke Toot, big kid, 6'10", 6'11", somewhere around that range. He's a solid player. I think he's been playing with a little bit of an injury in his foot. Of course, they got Gavin Murphy, point guard, going to Western Kentucky. And they had another young man that couldn't get eligible, end up leaving. So, and then, to be honest with you, they got the Stifle kid that left DCA and went to Scott County. He is now at West Jessamine. So if he gets eligible before district or the region, then they're a team to look out for. They have their moments where they look really, really good.
Yes. And
then they have their moments where they look really, really bad. They beat a Somerset team by 40 early in the year. Then they lose to East Jessamine on their home floor.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I talk about, the craziness of this region. It's all over the place. Rock beats Southwestern by 26 or whatever it was. Southwestern beats Bull. They take somebody to overtime. I can't remember who it was. It's just one of those things where DCA beats Pulaski by 19 here.
Yeah.
And then, Somerset beats DCA on their home floor. Danville loses DCA by 2. I can go on and on and on about this. It's absolutely crazy.
So now you mentioned one. You and I have both seen the social media post. Seneca Drivers putting it on right now with Boyle County. Tell me about Boyle County a little bit from what you've seen.
They got their first-year coach, Coach Todd, and they have they're learning a lot of things. I think they can play quite a few players. Seneca's definitely a difference maker. Just a crazy different type of athlete. If they're making shots, they're going to be pretty good. Yeah. Their biggest thing is on their guard plays. If they're not making shots, they're in trouble. But they have a tendency to let up and give up leads in the fourth quarter. So, but they're going to get better. And they're in the 45th. The 45th is crazy.
Yeah.
All districts are. But the 45th is at Danville. Danville plays great at home. So, anything can happen.
Well, we're a month away from the 12th region tournament, less than 2 weeks away from the end of the regular season. We get into district play. So, as you mentioned, it's going to shape out to be quite a year for the 12th region tournament this year. All right, so right now we wanted to thank our sponsors and everything, but the big news today and this morning was Pulaski County's own Brady Hall committing to Coach Stein in the University of Kentucky Wildcats. Brady Hall just finished his junior campaign here at Pulaski County as we were runner-up in the state championship game. But now Brady has that weight off of his shoulders going into his senior year. Congratulations, Brady. And there's his – man, look at how Brady baby picture is wearing the Kentucky blue.
Derek Burgett, hello, baby.
And Derek Burgett, congratulations on your child. Gracie Joe. Congratulations.
All kinds of good stuff. Shout out to Brady for the – I was holding on hope a little bit, maybe Louisville, maybe South Carolina. I'm not the biggest UK fan, but
listen.
But no, that's a huge thing, and I'm proud of him, and he's earned it. And man, go be great.
You probably saw it, but last week I don't know how they got here. At the worst of the storm on Tuesday, Shane Beamer from South Carolina was here.
Yeah,
how did he get here?
That tells you how much they wanted the young man.
Yeah, really.
But
you recruited him hard.
He's on his way to the University of Kentucky.
Yeah. Third quarter of action, and the Jumpers turn it over as Bartley can't handle it, and Fraley has it. Quickly in transition, that's Absher. Cold probably because he's set, but Hargis gets on the board for his offensive putback, and that's his first points tonight.
You run to the rim, good things happen.
Defense is already starting to pick it up as Stevens thought he got away with the foul there on Fraley. Stevens picks up his dribble, gets it to Absher. Absher goes right, kicks it back to Stevens. He's going to go baseline, but wait a minute. They said he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Turnover again for the Jumpers.
The exact start you want if you're Pulaski. You come out, you get two turnovers, or and then you on this other end you score. You get the ball back, score here.
I said post-game, man, whoever wants to limit those turnovers, because I know Somerset turned it over more than usual in the last competition. Wishes they had some of those possessions back. done a really good job of that first half. Carson Fraley, guarded by Grundy, finds that pick and roll right there with Measle, and my goodness.
Quick timeout here for Summer, but people don't understand how hard that layup Measle just shot.
Yeah.
Shot it with his right hand on the left side and spun it backwards.
He's got Bartley and Grundy on him right at the glass. You think that's going to be put back. So you're right. You talk about threading a needle right there. Great play. 6 minutes, 52 seconds right now. And it, like that, as you mentioned, Kenny, a momentum switch just like that in 3 possessions.
Yep, a great timeout, Coach Young, but I think it's his 3rd timeout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he would only have 2 left for the game.
So, Kenny, I was trying to remember your thoughts when I digested them this morning when I read, and now I'm drawing a blank. I know one you mentioned, and I kind of agree with you. What is it as to why NBA and college basketball just feels different?
You know, so I coach little league, and I try to mentor some kids, and you know, the best I can. I'm not the greatest, but I do try. And I always tell them, when you play for something bigger than yourself, special things happen.
Yeah.
And I think the college and NBA game has got to the point to where it's no longer about being a part of Kentucky or Louisville or doing it special because you just want to be there. It's about, well, who's going to pay me the most money? Where am I going to make the most money? And you know, I told someone, and I'm a big
Stevens
shot,
for 3, yeah, it was a big shot.
I'm a big Jordan fan. I said, Jordan, at 40-year-old, played all 82 games and donated his salary.
Yeah, he did. Big 3 by Josh Lewis right there. Stop the bleeding. But, yeah, I agree with you. And you just like you see in these games and probably the games you coach, when players are forcing everything, it's so much harder. When you play for the team, everything seems like it gets much easier.
It's just a different – kids are great, but it's just a different toughness, a different level of – we all say our generation was tougher, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that was a quick turnover there in transition, as they say, the officials, they say on the line said it was the last touch by the Maroons. It was hard to see from my perspective, but Jumpers have got it with the 2-point edge right now. They fought back on that last 3 that they hit.
A shout out to my good buddy, Coach McNabb over at Rock AD. He said, you got to love Kentucky football.
Wow. Well, I haven't loved watching the games the last several years. That was a big shot there by Absher.
Timeout by Ryan. Coach Young, look, you're on a 6-0 run, something like that.
Changes things. 28-23 right now. Blake Fraley, big offensive possession right now. Tanner Absher is now into the game here. Hargis goes give and go, gets the roll.
And there we go to the back cuts again. You know what I'm saying? They get the back cuts, get the layups.
Grundy off balance.
Hey, and that's good defense too, because you know, just he made him change the shot. Grundy just made a good play.
Nice shot, yeah. Young man kept his poise, score. Here's Hargis right back to the rim and scores again.
We're starting to pick it up now.
Wow. Anything you can do, I can do better.
This is 80s basketball right here. Everybody, Larry Bird and Magic, and all they just shooting, it goes in. All
but
the
now,
time.
just like you said with Jordan and everything, to Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, things matter.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you. The game is much different. I think Charles Barkley gives nicknames to guys now that's making the most money in the NBA, street clothes.
Yeah.
Because they spend more time wearing street clothes on the bench than playing.
You know, we all play, and I'm super competitive right now, man. I mean, I can't tell y'all how competitive I am, and it's just that's how I am. It's who I am. I'm the last generation that didn't have a cell phone that played outside. All those things, like we would kill each other to win. I shouldn't say that, but I mean it's the truth.
Yeah.
And now like you lose a game, and I mean there's some kids are, but it's like
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a
I tell my son all the
difference in
time,
mentality.
every time you step on the floor, there might be someone that's never seen you play before. It matters.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And he'll say, well, it's just one bad game, Dad. I'm like, no, it's one bad game.
It's a bad game. Carson Fraley to Absher. Thought about the long 3. Scoots in. Picks
Probably
up his dribble.
shot it back.
Goes to the rim. Shoots off balance. Almost got his own rebound, but Bartley comes away with it with the Jumpers. And now here we go. 5-point lead for the Jumpers, and they have the ball. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Absher goes right. He's got a baseline. Finds a wide open Lewis in the corner for 3. Lets it go, and it's good. Coach Fraley wants to talk about it. He wants to take a full timeout.
Timeout to kill the momentum. Let's see what happens when we come back.
We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll pause. We'll be right back.
Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping. It's your one-stop shopping for all of your outdoor home care needs. Call us for sidewalks, driveways, pressure washing, edging, landscaping, and more. Be the envy of all of your neighbors. Call Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping today at 687-7221. That's Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping, 687-7221. Be the envy of all of your neighbors.
We're back here at Pulaski County Gym after a quick timeout there to pause the action as Josh Lewis catching fire, hitting the last three to extend the Jumpers' lead to 8 here at Pulaski County Gym. You can feel how tense the crowd is.
For the most part, Somerset's offense has been a little bit better than Pulaski's. The way they play and making the extra pass. That was a good defensive play by Brock.
And now they're going to call it on Bartley for the reach, maybe, on Measle to punch it away. Yep. And 3 minutes, 47 seconds right now. Maroons are going to be inbounding the ball underneath their own basket. Hargis looking for Nish Patel in the corner. Back to Carson Fraley. He's going to call the motion. Directing traffic here. Two-man basketball. Fraley's going to pull up for three. He had the look, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's last touch by Measle, and it goes to the Jumpers.
That's not his strong suit, that outside jumper right there at the three, but he made one earlier, and don't mind him taking that one at all. But I like to see him get to the rim. That's where he's real effective.
Blake Fraley guarding Stevens. And we got a foul right now away from the ball. That was Bartley, as Marcus Jones is going to check in for Somerset.
Ryan's getting on the official a little bit there. I missed it. I got all kinds of people come and say hi to me, man.
Hey, man, it happens when you're a star like Kenny G.
No.
Listen, it doesn't. Life doesn't stop, man. You're a busy man. Carson Fraley. Patiently dribble the ball, go to work on Grundy on the baseline here, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Hargis, fakes the three, drives into the lane, pump fakes, back to Carson. Carson drives in, bumped away. He's met by Jones and Grundy, finds a cutting Hargis, can't score. Patel with the offensive rebound, kicks it back out. Quick dish.
Another good. That's
from
a
Carson
good look.
Fraley to Measle. Man, much needed basket there.
They're letting Grundy and body him up a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad defense or nothing like that, but they're bodying up with each other a little bit.
Absher going to work. Hargis swats it away.
Nice steal.
As he brought it down low, and I don't think Carson Fraley knew he was behind him, almost tipped away and turned over, but quickly he gets it out to Hargis, who goes right. He's going to pull up from the free throw and scores.
Well, now, that somebody's got to yell wolf. Somebody's got to yell wolf for Carson there. That's on the teammates.
Stevens bringing it up now, up 4. Man, we got quite a contest right here. 2 minutes now, 5 seconds, winding down in the third quarter. Absher goes right or left and scores.
That's a good take. I don't think Absher has had a basket for a while, so that was,
I like that he's not settling for the outside shot. He's going to work and going to the glass. Good things happen there. Carson Fraley slowing it down.
Carson's always having a good hair day, ain't he?
Looks like he's been wrestling a bear, man.
Yeah.
every time we see him, man, I love it.
I've got his 1,000-point shirt here tonight, too.
Oh, nice. Congratulations, Carson Fraley. There's Blake Fraley to the rim, and he's down as they call the foul on either Lewis.
Now, I'm going to call him out a little bit. Blake was laying on the ground, and nobody ran over to help him up.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Teammates not around him won.
You got to go over and help your teammate up.
I agree with you there.
Coach Kenny sees everything.
Blake, first attempt is good. Cuts the lead that Somerset has in the competition to now 5. Maddox Cup checks into the game for the Jumpers.
This next minute 34 is big for Pulaski. Going into the fourth quarter, you want the lead to stay where it is or shrink. You definitely don't want it to grow at this point.
That's exactly right. At one time, 8 points in this quarter now shrinks to 4. As Maddox Cup brings the ball up for the Jumpers. Absher comes out to get it, guarded by Hargis. On his grill, takes the screen from Grundy, swings it left to Maddox Cup. Cup picks up his dribble back to Lewis. Lewis guarded by Patel. Lewis kicks it right to Absher, where Absher's looking down low for Grundy with a really good look.
If you're in that situation, if Carson's going to front, somebody's got to help on the back.
Absher's going to go to work for Pulaski County. Kicks it outside to Measle for 3. That's a big shot.
Big shot.
Man, Cam Measle, what can you say about the young man's game now? He's giving you all 100% effort. Hargis guarding Absher right now as both teams look a little gassed with their star players. Who's got a lot left in the tank because you got 8 more minutes. Absher goes to work, off balance.
Lost his footing there a little bit.
It's a good drive.
Pulaski's going to hold for 1 shot here.
32 seconds. 39-36 Somerset. Carson Fraley, man, he's got that Penny Hardaway about him, how he's able to pass, drop those dimes, man. Puts a lot of zip on it, too. Thought I could catch one of those, but
I'm going to go ahead and make this statement real quick because, you know, the shot clock's been a big thing, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about Lincoln stall ball. You watch the region.
Yeah.
Everybody stalls.
That's exactly right. I agree.
Good
that
pass.
Time of year. There is Measle to the rim. Can't get the roll, and Absher. We're going to say it's a foul on the floor on Carson Fraley. And that's, he's going to try to plead his case. But
that's a great cut, great pass. In a big game, that one's got to find a way to go in.
Man, it just hit all parts of the cylinder and rolled out. Home run to pass, touchdown to Absher. He's going to try to throw it up. He wants the foul, nothing there. And that ends the quarter. 39-36. Somerset with a 3-point lead. Don't go away, folks. We got a classic coming up.
I'm going to go.
Thanks, Kenny G, for stepping in here, man. Appreciate you always. Everyone check out 12th Region Sports. Don't go away. We got a quick commercial break.
ProTint is the leading window service provider with over 18 years of experience. They offer not only automotive window tinting, but residential and commercial as well. Window tinting services are proven to enhance your safety, privacy, and comfort while adding beauty to your vehicle, home, or residential buildings. ProTint has over 355 reviews and a 5-star rating. Visit today at 52 Jackson Road or call Josh Bullock at 606-875-1681 to schedule an appointment. ProTint is truly the best in the business.
We are back at Pulaski County Gym here as this final 8 minutes here in this game. You can just feel the tension in the air. But, folks, if you live in the 4th District, I got a magistrate for you. His name is Keith Jasper. He is running for District Magistrate of District 4. I've worked with Keith Jasper in the summertime at SEC. He's a great young man, and he loves the Cats. And he says, I will follow through for you. So you're voting and you're on the fence about anyone for magistrate, you just go ahead if you live over there in the 4th District and you vote for my man Keith. You won't regret it.
All right, shout out for Keith. I'm a Regional 1 guy. I'm a Jason Turpin type guy.
There you go. Turpentine is what I call him. There you go. Hargis. Absher has been quiet tonight. Short on that 3. Tracks down his own rebound. Gets it to Measle, who's had quite the third quarter for the Pulaski County Maroons. Keep us in it. Carson Fraley.
That was a big 3 by Measle. He's missed a couple easy layups so far. They're rolling off the front of the rim. But the good third quarter right there to me is Hargis.
Hargis ran into a wall, picks up his dribble back outside. Fraley ties the
Carson
game.
with another one. Wow.
Coach Young is beside himself because he said, they had the ball in the possession change, but that's what happens.
Listen, number 1 came to play today, Brandon.
He did. Big time, man. 15 for him. Actually, maybe more than that. I lost track there in the third quarter.
Oh, he walked, didn't it?
Absher picks up his dribble and scores.
It looked like the ball got hung on his leg.
Looked like it
when
did.
He went through the spin move.
He kept moving, found it, picked it up, scored.
Big play.
Big play for Somerset.
Pulaski had all the momentum right there, Brandon. We were about ready to take our first lead in quite a while, or had the opportunity to.
Got to stop the bleeding here a little bit here, and that's Absher at the line, scores, complete the 3-point play, and now that extends the lead back to 3 for Somerset. Carson Fraley, and the Jumpers are in a 2-3-ish zone as Hargis is going to shoot the three, and it's
gosh.
good.
Brandon, that is the best player in the gym tonight. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Cade Hargis is putting on a show, and Carson Fraley is number 2. But Cade Hargis had quite the third quarter.
Cade, man, is getting it done right there. Big shot for him.
I just hope Colby's watching this in Colorado right now. I hope he's seeing his little brother shine.
Stevens goes right, has the lane, kicks it back out to Josh Lewis, who's going to go to work.
Get it,
loses
Nish.
the handle. And
we're
they're going to call a timeout. Coach Young wants to talk about it as his team was a little erratic there.
All right, stay tuned. We got an instant replay of the 3 splash, and we'll go to commercial at 42-all.
If you're looking for your next fundraiser, school merch, custom embroidery, or screen printing, choose Magic Monograms. Magic Monograms can customize hats, blankets, backpacks, and shirts for your business, fundraiser, or next event. Contact Magic Monograms today at 606-679-3535 or visit them at 110 Creek Terrace behind Cabana in Somerset.
And we are back live, 42-42. Brandon, what a game we're seeing right here, but it's everything you and I anticipated. And Sheila Elmore just texted me, so I've got to give her a happy belated birthday, Brandon. She had a birthday either Monday or Tuesday this week, so happy late birthday, Sheila Elmore, the world's greatest building assessment coordinator. So
she's
we're
got
lucky
your
to
back.
have her in our building for sure. So she's watching an instant classic along with a lot of her fans here. I love the picture of Brady Hull and the baby picture that Riley Hull posted. That was classic, so I hope her fans enjoyed that as well. We definitely got to put that on Maroon Sports Talk next week when we finally get back on the air for it.
Happy for him. I didn't have it in my bingo cards today that I was going to wake up and finally see that he was going to commit it. I didn't know his timeline on that, but congratulations to Brady. Proud of him. Had him in class. Great student as well. You're getting a great young man. University of Kentucky. Go Big Blue.
Yeah, I love Kenny G, but he's actually a communist. When you like the Louisville and San Francisco 49ers and everybody else that he likes.
Yeah.
So, you and I, we're Kentucky and Cowboys, baby.
Bartley with the ball. Gets it to Absher. He's got a lot of room. Swings it to Josh Lewis. Back into the corner to Grundy. Gets it down low to Bartley. He's going to go to work, and he's got the move and a play as he scores. Nobody in front of him.
All he's got to do is lower that shoulder, Brandon. Like Kenny said, he's big and strong. Just knocks you out of the way, and it's a basketball move, but I don't think Somerset does enough of that.
44-42, Somerset. Absher has been quiet tonight. Measles going to let it go for 3. It's off the rim. Rebound comes to Grundy. He goes up and gets it with 2 hands and kicks it out to his man, Lewis.
That was a nice, strong rebound.
Was. Now you coach him up here. Everybody's running off the screens, switching defensively. Going under or over is the decision right now. Everything counts. Absher swings it to Stevens.
Oh, Nish was cutting that passing lane. They just didn't pass it there, but Nish playing really good defense here.
Bartley has
There you go. Measle just drop back.
Swings it back to Lewis.
We need a big stop here, Brandon.
Lewis comes to the top of the key. Dribble drives to Stevens. Stevens guarded by Tanner Absher. Tanner's not scored tonight. He's been on the bench a lot with foul trouble. Stevens gets around him, goes to the hoop, had a good look at it.
Carson.
Rebound to Carson.
Grown man's rebound.
Quickly into transition to Tanner
And
Absher, who
that's
lays
two.
it up to miss the layup. Nish for 3. Misses everything. Wide open. Josh Lewis in the court.
Oh, look at Carson.
Stripped away by Carson,
Wow.
out of bounds. That's a great play.
Brandon, I think I've counted now. That's our 5th missed layup of the game.
Man, just like free throws, those little bunnies, they count and they add up at the end.
Yeah, and I know Somerset's missed a couple, but you give us 6 points right here, and all of a sudden we're up 4.
Lewis catch and shoot out of bounds. Had a good look. Rebound to Bartley. Big rebound by Bartley right there for Somerset. He goes to work, lays it up, and it's good. Just goes to work in the post, man. Extends that lead to 4. Bartley, great look there. Fraley to Hargis. Hargis dribble drives to Carson Fraley to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Blake Fraley.
As good as Hargis has played right here, I wouldn't mind to see him get a little bit selfish right here and get the ball and go make some moves because nobody stopped him.
Blake Fraley comes off the screen, has a mid-range shot. Rebound comes to Grundy, and it's just not there as we've gotten a little cold here when it's mattered. Maybe don't have the legs that we had a moment ago, and that could mean everything in these possessions here. Bartley has had everything go right here this quarter for Somerset. Grundy, both teams patient offensively. Have been the whole game.
Oh,
Tanner Absher putting some pressure on Stevens. Almost stolen away on the weak side, and Absher sees a lane, goes to the hoop, and there's a foul on the floor.
Yep. Good
Took
possession.
advantage of that.
You know, it's what they want to do is get that free throw line right there and knock them down right here. But good coaching right here by Coach Lewis, and we got a full timeout here by Coach Fraley. So we'll take our last set of timeouts, and we'll keep it here for the rest of the broadcast.
Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping. It's your one-stop shopping for all of your outdoor home care needs. Call us for sidewalks, driveways, pressure washing, edging, landscaping, and more. Be the envy of all of your neighbors. Call Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping today at 687-7221. That's Fraley Lawn Care, Concrete, and Landscaping, 687-7221. Be the envy of all of your neighbors.
And we are back, 46-42. A couple of free throws coming up for Somerset right here, Brandon. Like you said, we're just barely off. These shots are missing. And I'll tell you one thing I'd love to happen. I would love to like some major upsets happen, like these two teams meet in the regional championship on this gym floor again. You talk about a crowd.
Wow.
It would be amazing if we could do that the third time. But
Absher hits his first attempt here to extend the lead for Somerset to 5. Second attempt is up. It's good. Make it 6.
I wonder what the free throw percentage is, Brandon, because they are a very good free throw shooting team.
48-42 in this final 3 minutes in this competition. It's do or die here for the Maroons.
Not good spacing right there by the Maroons. We had everybody right there together, so Carson was expecting a little something different there.
This is a big-time play right here as Carson takes the 3 off the right side. Stevens with the rebound.
Yeah,
and now we're going to start extending the game here is what we've got. Down 6. And
I still don't like the fouls resetting at the end of every quarter. I just do not like that. We'll never go back to the old 1-and-1, Brandon, but, man, I miss the 7 and the 10 fouls in a half.
Yeah, that hurts. And right now, Absher with the ball. Bringing it up, met with a trap, and it looks like everybody's one step behind on the defensive side of the Maroons.
Got to have that rebound.
The ball
That's
comes
a
back
killer
to the Jumpers.
That is an absolute killer.
Everybody trying to extend out to Absher on Stevens. Trying to deny the basketball, taps it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Jumpers.
It's a good crowd. Everybody's ready to get back and do normal things again, Brandon. So everybody's iced out for now.
Stevens now bringing it up here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Blake tipped it again. Blake's all over it. I mean, he's frustrating Stevens right now. So good defense, but this is a huge possession right here. You go up 8 under 2, and that feels like it's almost insurmountable, even though we've seen crazier things happen.
Yeah. What they've been doing is getting their
look at Blake
lanes.
to 9 right there. Timeout. That's probably the last one or next to last one. We'll keep it here. But Blake Fraley's defense right there locked him down, and they were not able to throw it in the backcourt like he wanted to.
I would say the message right here with Coach Young and his team in Somerset is what they've been doing all night long. At this point, where everything's extended out on you, you go to the basket. That's where they've had success tonight, and they're a great outside shooting team. But for Coach Fraley and the Maroons right now is we've got to get the ball and manage this possession. You got to score and
Brandon,
pick up your defensive pressure.
I'm doing one of two things right here. One, setting a good solid screen at half court and running that guard all the way back to our free throw line and throwing it all the way in the back court, or having Bartley set a good hard screen and roll back toward the ball and throw it to Bartley off of it. We'll see what he does here, but obviously he's dissecting something up, because the most important thing, obviously you got to get the ball in your possession right here. And, you know, Somerset's, you know, right now if you're going with that game of momentum, so I feel like if you had a little chart like they're like a 90% favorite to win right now. But this game's going to get interesting before it's over with. I know some more turnovers are going to come up. What's up, GJ?
GJ Woldridge here in the house.
All right, see what happens right here. See if Bartley sets a screen, see if they go in the back. 15's definitely going in the back. Who's rolling toward the ball?
Definitely got to stay fundamental. Cole Grundy inbounding the ball for
Look here,
Somerset.
Bartley, and nope. Oh, Hargis.
Absher's got it. Absher guarded by Hargis. Double teamed right now as Lewis
Look here,
loses
Tanner
the
hit
ball.
it away. Look here,
Ball
Hargis.
is free.
Oh, dang, he stepped on the line.
He's out of bounds, and look at that
That is
effort.
a hustle play for 21 and 25.
Wow, we're going to say it stays with Somerset.
It does, man, but that was 2 hustle plays right there.
Man,
kudos.
Talk about it. Talk about it mattering, man. Every one of the Maroons right there getting involved on that. Great pressure here. Hargis extends out on Absher. Absher dribbles to the right side. There's a foul. That's Cam Measle with the foul on the Maroons.
Now we don't have one to give, Brendan. Now it's going to be foul and they go to the free throw line.
Down 6. Man, it's a big-time offensive possession right here.
Okay, Blake, go get it, Blake. Go get it, Blake.
Wide open underneath is Grundy. Kicks it back to Lewis to ice that clock.
Tanner
Ball's
does
tapped
such a
from
good
behind.
job, man. How many times has he done that now? 4?
He's got that long wingspan and working it to his advantage. The effort's there, but looks like we're just a little shy right here, James. Hope I'm wrong. Grundy inbounding to Absher. And again, that clock runs. Double team. Absher's handling it well. Finds Stevens on the opposite side. And again, Absher at the top of the key with it. 1 minute 40 left. Absher wide open here now to the lane.
Oh, man, almost stepped out of
Throws it back
bounds.
out to Lewis. And Coach Young says,
Oh, back tip again. Oh, didn't he push him? Hargis.
And here it's loose as
Oh, we
Carson
got Measles
Fraley's
hurt
got
bad.
it.
Measles hurt.
Measle looks like he's holding his knee. And you might want a timeout here. You're short a man. Oh, man.
It's not good. I think Bartley rolled on his leg down there, Brandon, and it's hurting bad. I hope we don't lose number 12 right here, but he had to fight just to get up.
We'll talk it over here and hope he's okay.
Yeah. Can't lose our leading rebounder, that's for sure. Too close for time. Hopefully it's something simple for
Hopefully
Cam.
it's a cramp.
But he's gave us everything in the world here.
Yeah, that was a great defensive effort right there.
Brendan, that took a lot of time off the clock, but we got the stop we needed. So now it's still a little bit too early for a 3, but as long as we get a basket right here and able to put the press on. Good back cut.
Back
He lost
cut,
it.
and Fraley can't hold on to it, and that might do it.
Yeah, that sort of summarizes our night right
Yeah.
there. We missed a bunch of layups and had some simple turnovers, but that was a great back cut and pass.
Absolutely. Great pass from Carson Fraley. Had a great game tonight, and Absher is now
Look here,
dribbled it off
another
his foot.
turnover.
Absher's got it.
No.
Looking for Carson Fraley. He had to extend out to get it, and the clock keeps dwindling
And one.
down.
Took it the hard way over Grundy. Wow, there's no give up in that Fraley kid.
Carson Fraley, man, just when you think he just makes something happen right there. It was a great play right there. Now you wish you would have had that previous play, that back cut score.
Yeah, huge.
But shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Now the most important thing is, can number 1 knock down these critical fourth quarter free throws?
Carson Fraley at the line, and you can just feel it in this gym. It's a hush across the
short
crowd,
out.
just really short. Maddox Cup got the rebound, gets it to Absher. Absher finds Lewis, breaks the pressure, and gets it across the timeline. As he's met with the double team, as Cup goes to the lane, tries to scoop and score.
Oh, Blake.
Misses everything, and the ball's going to stay with the Jumpers. 47 seconds
Boy,
left.
I'd like to get a stop and a score right here, Brandon, and make it super interesting. But can we get the stop we need?
Brock Stevens inbounding the ball for Somerset into Aiden Absher. Absher drives to the top of the key. Kicks it to...
Oh, almost a turnover.
It was Cup, and Stevens got it. Finally, Fraley's going to run him down and foul him. 35 seconds left. Somerset's up 4. And Stevens is going to the line. Probably not the guy you want to foul, but, you know, every one of the players at Somerset throws out on the floor can shoot. So that's a luxury that you have. Stevens at the line, hits his first one. extends the lead, Somerset's lead, to 5.
Big free throw there, 49-44. Can he extend it to 6? Hard. Oh, foul, yes, cheap foul. That helps us. But no, we don't get free throws. That's our second foul. Dang it.
49-44 here.
If we could have had 5 fouls and got the free throws, then that would have really helped.
So Easton Anderson is in the game. He's going to be guarded by Josh Lewis on the front court here as Carson brings it up hurriedly. 30 seconds to the end of this competition. Hands off to Blake. Time's winding down. Back to Blake. Finds it back to Absher, who couldn't almost handle the pass, and he goes up, scores off the glass, 19 seconds.
Let's keep it here. It's a 3-point game, so can we get the turnover and 3? We've seen crazy things happen in here. We've seen Zach come fly with me. Travis hit a 3 and get fouled to almost beat Lincoln County in the regional championship game. So first thing, though, can we get the turnover and get the ball back?
Yeah, there's definitely no quit in the Maroon squad right here. Like you said, we've seen a lot of amazing things happen, and right now it just seems like a lot of the energy in this gym is stalled. And watching this for a little bit, you can just kind of feel it. The house could erupt, or we could have our hearts broken one.
You know what's crazy is every time I feel like they come over here, I feel like it's truly one of those pick-em games where you just go ahead and pick. Vegas don't even put a line on it. You just go ahead and pick which side you think's going to win, because I always feel like it's going to be a one-possession game one way or the other. And I've seen our share of bad beats in the gym where Somerset, if you remember, did the little spin-around jumper down there, hit the back of the rim and goes straight up and falls through the rim, and lost by 2 years and years ago.
Yeah, and this is that time of the year where we stretch to the Kalins of February. The days get a little bit longer, and I don't know, basketball shows some amazing things can happen, and that's what makes it so exciting and wanting to watch it either on TV. Thank you all for tuning in to Maroon Sports Network, or those of you all that are live here.
Cargus got his hands on it. Oh my
Almost
gosh.
lost it.
Yeah.
My goodness, he was off balance as Grundy's got it. Looking back to Absher. Foul away from the ball, or a timeout.
That has to be his 5th one. That has to be the last one.
12 seconds. And I don't know, a lot of time came off the clock to where
I'd like for them to accidentally call another timeout right here, get nervous and just accidentally have
Chris
to call
Webber
one.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Has that ever happened again?
I'm sure it has, but not in a bigger moment.
Not like, yeah, that was, I'll never forget that. And the Fab Five, their second attempt at that pivotal moment of winning a title.
I should have sent this to you the other night, you and Tom. They had a basketball game the other night, and I forget who it was. I think it's Miami, Ohio, and somebody. Miami of Ohio was down 7 with 7.6 seconds to go and won in regulation.
Wow. How? I mean,
it was the craziest thing you ever saw. They shot a 3, hit it obviously, then had a turnover. I think they got fouled. They hit both free throws. And all of a sudden, I think they fouled them, missed a free throw, hit a 3, and then I think they might have accidentally maybe called a time. I can't remember if it's a turnover or what, but I know it was a jump shot with like 0.5 seconds left. But 9 points in 7.6 seconds was one of the craziest things I saw, because it said bad beat, look away.
I just think Reggie Miller at the Garden, I got to watch that live where it was the Knicks and Pacers in the playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals. That was special. Grundy inbounding the ball here for Somerset, and he finds Lewis, who's fouled quickly.
We were that close, Brendan. That was great defense right there. And one little deflection, tip pass away.
Playing off, trying to make apply enough pressure to make the other team make a mistake. And
now everything's 2 free throws, and I hate that. This should be pressure. This should be a 1-and-1. Now you get a free shot if you miss that first one.
Lewis' first attempt is good. Lead to 4. 11 seconds left to go in the competition. Second free throws up. It's good.
Well, that's how you win close games right there. Can we score quick and put the press on?
Fraley bringing it up. He's going to pull up for 3. No good. Easton Anderson tried to tip it back out to Blake Fraley, and it's going to tick down as the Jumpers come away victors at Pulaski County Gym on a night that we got to honor the national champion cheerleaders from Pulaski County. Coach Fraley's squad comes up a little bit short. Now we got to see the math. How does that work out in RPI? we will see.
Well, we still got the remaining games to go on the schedule too, so I'm sure they're going to factor in. So depends on if you win the ones you're supposed to win, and maybe throw an upset in there. Tell Coach Fraley's a little disappointed, Brandon, but we missed 5 layups up there. So you give us that 10 points, completely different game. So not quite ourselves, but hey, shout out Carson Fraley. I thought had an amazing game. Carson Fraley and Cade Hargis played out of their minds tonight. So
yeah, they did.
That looks really good for what's coming up here for the rest of the season.
Somerset, where they were settling for the outside shot in that first competition in December at the Briar Patch tonight, just went to work and hit the glass, drove the lanes, extended our defense and put us on our heels a little bit, and it worked in their favor. As they were up as much as 8 in this competition in the first and second half, and it swung back to where it was tied a couple of times, and we were just a little short.
Well, when we finally got it tied, and he stepped back there, I don't know if it was Absher who hit that 3 for Somerset. We just had got it tied, had all the momentum in the world, and he stepped up and hit that huge 3 and put it back on Somerset's side there, Brandon. But these teams can play 10 times, and I really feel like it's going 5-5 or 6-4.
Yeah, so now, like you said, it's less than 2 weeks remaining in the regular schedule, and what can happen, because now in that seeding in the district tournament, who's going to play kind of a red-hot Rockcastle team first round that, with being able to punch your ticket into the region tournament, nothing's given.
I think we play at Casey this year.
Casey County is hosting this year. So that's, again, on a neutral court like that, things can be different. So these things kind of matter, and you could kind of sense that with Coach Fraley as he's walking off the floor. But, folks, thank you for tuning in to Maroon Sports Network. We got plenty of more action coming to you on Monday night.
We're going to go Saturday, hopefully, with the girls Southwestern, since it'll be their senior night.
Okay.
So Southwestern versus PC. So senior night for our lovely ladies, and we got a lot of amazing seniors we need to highlight. And then Monday we'll come back for, your Wayne County Cardinals.
Homecoming.
We hate that you're going to be in Louisville for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But
Louisville might be more interesting than where I'm going to be, Frankfort, Kentucky. I don't think there's much happening there. The world stops kind of.
But you'll be back for Tuesday night's game, or the last home game for the girls.
We'll see. Hopefully we're back. We should be. I don't know what time we're coming back. Hopefully we are. That would be great.
Okay, fans, so tune back in Saturday night for girls action, Monday night for boys action. We will see you the very next time you tune in.
All right, here we are.